right, gang. Hey, I know it's I didn't have a Wednesday night scheduled, but I figure I would just come on and chat a little bit just to see what's up. I'll wait till a few of you get in here. I don't see anybody in here, but it's fun doing it. I like going live when I can. We're gonna shoot from the hip. Isn't that what they call it? Or that's what I called it. Never mind. Oh, there's one. Hey, folks, whoever that is. Hey, how you doing? Oh, now we got 3 people in here. Good. Hey, I'm just shooting from the hip tonight, just having some fun, getting on here live just to have a blast. I know I was over watching one of my new friends, Beanie Draws. If you ever get a chance, go over there. He draws dinosaurs. Really, really creative person. It's really awesome, some of the stuff that he does. Kevlar vest on. Okay. Hey, Crypto. Work. That's fine. That's cool. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I appreciate that, dude. Yeah, but I just I figure I'd come over here, start something live. I know I do something every Wednesday night, but I had baseball that I thought I had to leave out of town. I don't leave till tomorrow. So I know it's unscheduled, unscripted, but I figured I'd just come in and chat with everybody, see what's up. And I was cooking. The wife is at work, so I'm cooking her dinner. And that's pretty awesome too, right? I mean, I make a nice French dip for dinner, and then I'm also making I have a surprise for her, a blueberry cobbler. There you go, huh? I hear you, dude. Hey there. Thank you, Ross. I appreciate that. And how are you? Awesome to see you. Ross, you ought to check out Beanie Draws. He's over from Australia, but he does dinosaur drawings. It's really, really interesting. He does all kinds of stuff. It's really kind of cool. I was over there watching him before I went live. I said, I'm just going to go live just to talk people, just to have fun. Thanks for the thumbs up, whoever that is. Yeah, no, and that's cool, Ross. I mean, I agree with you. I love to cook anyway. I absolutely love to cook, so it's my favorite. So I think she'll appreciate it. A little dinner after working, and then also the surprise blueberry cobbler, right? His name is here. I'll put it in the chat. It's Beanie Draws. You have to look. I'm not sure. You could probably find it just by there's Beanie Draws. I was over there watching him a little earlier. It's really kind of cool. I mean, he draws some really interesting dinosaurs, but it's artistic. It's art, right? I mean, it's kind of fun. Yeah, sure, no problem. But he's over there in Australia. He was in our hangout last night. There was if you get a chance, go over to Creators Chaos. I know some of the people in here that they go and watch that. But thank you, NLTMW. And I never do. I think someone had told me your name one time, but I cannot remember what it is. So I apologize for that. But I'll just use those initials for you. But yeah, I love cooking. Absolutely love it. Mike Fancy. Thank you. Andrew helped me out there. Appreciate that. Yeah, with the CH, Creators Chaos. That's what it is, Ross. They do it on Tuesday nights now at 8:00. And I was on there. It was great. He says Chaos will be this is Crypto. Crypto is he's the one that really runs it, gets it started. He says Chaos will be live flying drone over Liverpool at 3 UK time. Wow, that's crazy. That's interesting. It may be interesting to see if I get arrested. Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, we'll look at for you on the most wanted list or something like that, right? Yeah. Let's see. So much is in our really early hours when I'm sleeping. Time zones can be the pits. Yeah, no doubt. Absolutely. I understand that. I feel the same way when you guys are doing something and we're asleep. Same thing. Or I know over in the UK where crypto is too, same kind of thing. I know everything's geared by the U.S. Whatever. I mean, I think there's a lot of creative stuff going on all around. So come here, come see your daddy. Oh, look, come on, daddy got you. Yes. Look at there's that pretty girl, huh? Say hey to everybody. That's our pretty girl. Yep. She's got to give me some help. She smells the food, so she's like, she's all over. She's all over the place. Let's see. She says it's true about the issue. But yeah, I know. It's crazy. Kind of crazy anyway. Yeah, I noticed you had left a comment in the Discord about the audio chat. Absolutely. That's what I do. I'll get on our Discord and I'll go in there and just turn my phone on and just under the Let's Talk, I'll just click it. And so I'm in there a lot of times just sitting there. So if you want to come in and click on that, you can do it anytime if you want to. Let's see. Andrew says, oh, it looks like she's been to the beauty parlor recently. You know, that's funny you say that. My wife, she was the beauty parlor this time. She did a great job on her too. Look at that. Look how pretty. Look at how pretty she is. She got her all groomed up and cleaned up around her eyes and everything. Yeah, she looks awesome. And then Barkley, we took him actually to the groomers and had him done. And he's like, you wouldn't even recognize him, Andrew. I swear. He's just so shaved down, really. Let's see. I have my Maltese X laying at my feet with the head on the foot. That's right. So I don't move away. That's right. It's like, they're like handcuffs or foot cuffs, I guess you'd call that, right? Ross says, in the Discord, is there a name in the talk channel means someone is online? No, I'll go over there right now so you can kind of see. If you want to just go look at it, you'll see what I'm talking about because I can go in there and press it. It's the one that says, in ours, it says, let's talk. And now you'll see me in there. So I should be in there. And I'll mute myself there. So now you can see me over there in the Let's Talk section. That's what I'm talking about. So when you're in there, you can see me. You can see someone's in there, and then all you do is boom. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Online. Yes, online. Mine has her beauty treatment. There you go. Maltese Cross. Yeah. Now I got to go find my Discord on the iPad. I know I do the same thing all the time. I've actually got it now. I've got it now right where I want it. So I know right where it is. She's actually she's not a Maltese. Is she a Maltese? What is she? No, yeah. I don't know. Maltipoo? Is that right? Yeah. She's a poodle Maltese. Is it Maltese? No. What's the one with the big fluffy round head? Is that a Maltese? No, it's a Bichon, Beachapoo. She's a Beachapoo. That's right, because I always used to call her a bitch poo. So it's not a Shih Tzu. It's actually a poodle. There you go, a poodle and a Bichon. There you go. You got it, Ross. I finally got it right. I should have gotten it right before, but there you go. Still in front of my PC laptop. Thought I would just see if it fired up, see if it still works. It's a good idea. Yeah, I just wanted to get on for a little bit before the wife gets up. Hey there, Christina. How are you, young lady? I had to go live just because I usually do on Wednesday, and I was doing baseball. Hey, Richard. How are you, buddy? And I thought I was leaving out of town to go on baseball, but that's not till tomorrow, so I never scheduled a show, but I figured, what the heck? I'll come on. What the heck? Yes, you're a young lady. Compared to me, you are. Let's see. Well, I got to reinstall Discord on the iPad. Oh, really? I'm sorry. Well, okay. Goodamundo. That's interesting. That's like, I don't even know what that is. That's like part Italian, part English, maybe. Okay. All right. Hey, listen, I'm trying to flatter you and make you feel better. You should always, I learned that a long time ago. When it comes to women, always make them the younger one, regardless of their age. Trying to help you out here. Didn't want to So, Ross, where do you find it? App Store, or do I have to go to the browser? On an iPad, good luck. I don't know. No, I would imagine whatever they call that, the iStore or something. I don't know. Apple Store. There you go. I don't think you have to go to the browser. I don't know. What's the puppy's name? This is Sophie. This is my Sophie girl. This is my little girl. She sleeps with me every night. That's my little girl, my little Sophie. Who's pretty, huh? That's my little girl. You look at me, a big old fat guy. Big old fat guy and sitting in here with a little teeny tiny girl. I'm like one of the James Bond ones that holds a cat. Andrew, I think that's the one for online, the app for online, discordapp.com. I think she's trying to find it on her iPad, if I'm not mistaken, and I don't know what it is. So, oh, thank you. Thank you. She is very pretty. I love her to death. She's a sweetheart. She is just spoiled rotten, though, and loves her daddy. Oh, my gosh. My kids always mess with her. I'll be sitting on the couch, and she'll and when they're here, and they'll say, "Where's daddy?" And her ears get up, and she's go look at the door, and I'm like, I'm sitting on the couch. So she's not smart. She's just very cute and very loyal to her dad. I should get let's see, Russ, a mini fox terrier. Nah, terriers scare me. I mean, they really do. I'd rather have the poodle. What I really would love is what do they call that? Supposedly the smartest dogs in the world because of just what all the stuff that they can do. God, why can't I think of it now? Or we have a relative that has one that's just so stinking smart. Oh, anyway, I can't remember what it is, but let's see. You have a Pommy. Oh, nice. They are beautiful dogs. It's true. Really? Eddie has a Pomeranian. Interesting. That's cool. Awesome. Lowland says, I was looking for you over on User to User. Oh, well, that was nice of you. Sorry, I'm not there. I'm here. Wednesday nights, I usually do a live show, and I didn't schedule one because baseball. I thought I had to go out of town with baseball, and I didn't have to go out of town. So I figured I'll get on live till my wife comes home. I made her dinner. All she's got to do, as soon as she texts me and says when she's leaving the job, she's going to let me know when I leave, and I'll end here. Here, let me make sure. I'm going to send her something right now. So that way I can get her something. But I made her a blueberry cobbler as a surprise dessert. So she'll love that. Anyway, she's okay. You've had 2 Poms. They're awesome. Good. So they're good pets for you. I mean, they do well because sometimes they can get kind of wild, can't they? Anyway. Oh, wow. I know. Richard, you have 4 Chihuahuas. That would drive me nuts. Our friends had a Chihuahua and it used to bite my legs. So I was never really fond of this. I'm sure it's all in how you handle them and train them. Ross says she was beautiful, very loyal, and bark bit, snapped at anyone that came near me. That's cool. So it's kind of a watchdog there. And Andrew says user to user on G Plus is open only Monday and Thursday nights. There you go. How about that? It does show up in live events. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah. You're right. Okay. On Discord, you're right. It does show up in the live event section. That's cool. Yep. Very, very good point. Ross says, I had the notification on YouTube that Michael was live. Oh, cool. Yeah, good. I'm glad. I've had a Siberian Husky in the past. Oh, I bet. And those are so beautiful, man. They are smart. You're right. It's so cool. We actually made a trip to Alaska this year. We went on a cruise to Alaska and we saw the Huskies that they had up there that they train. We were there during the summer because it was too cold to go in the winter, but we went in the summer. It was just, they're beautiful animals, just absolutely beautiful. And we got to see the babies where they grow them and teach them and stuff. Oh my God, talk about a beautiful dog. But they run. They're trained to run. They love to run. They were definitely would get hot, and drank their water. But oh my gosh, so beautiful. Richard says mine don't bite. They just bark a lot. Yeah. Okay. Same with my wife. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. It's a joke. She's not here to defend herself. Sorry. Andrew says live events have to be entered manually. He forgot. Okay, there you go. There you go. Those dog races are incredible. I bet, yeah, the Iditarod or whatever it is. Yes, they love to run. Absolutely. I have video. I have some video of what they do in the summertime when we were up there. It's really kind of cool. We went up in where they really high up in the mountain because they have to kind of stay cold because they're used to that climate. They want them to stay used to that climate. And they put them on, it's kind of a golf cart looking thing, but it holds like 6 people. And then they pull that. It's like a sled on wheels because there was no snow. So that's how they train. They just sit there and run all day, and they do tours. So they let people come in. You pay for a tour and you come in. It's really kind of cool. It's really neat. Even it keeps the dogs active. I really like how they do that. Let's see. Ross says, I don't think they are very suitable for here in Aussie land. I'm not sure what you're talking about at that point. Probably me. I'm not suitable. No, I'm just kidding. No, I don't know. You were talking about a dog, but I'm not sure which dog. I was notified by YouTube and email. Okay, thank you. And yet there are some quiet, hairy breeds that seem to do okay in the heat. Yeah, that's true. Or quite. Excuse me. I said quiet. Listen to me. Hello. Can't read, can't see. No, you're absolutely right. There are. But I'm going to tell you what. Oh, talking about the hugs, wasn't it? Yeah, okay, maybe. I tell you what, my son has a Saint Bernard. That big old dopey thing and all the fur on it in the summer is brutal. Oh my gosh, it's like a path. It looks like Cheech and Chong's dashboard. You remember how they had that furry dashboard? That's what it looks like in our carpet here in the living room after he's been here. Oh my God, it's crazy. They shed so much. Yes, that's true. Afghan hounds, yeah, are very hairy that mat easy, and they are really skinny. Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. Good point. But I bet you they get hot, especially the darker colored dogs. Black dog. We had a black. It was a Dutch Shepherd, not a German Shepherd, but it was a Dutch Shepherd. And I'm gonna tell you what, she used to get really hot. She'd come in just panting, her tongue's halfway hanging out of her mouth, crazy. But I was wondering, do you have trouble with Richard, with your dogs as far as like with when people come over? I know you said they bark, but they don't bite. I know and I have friends. I'd go to my friends. Oh my gosh, he would just bite at my ankles. He wouldn't let me get close to anybody. And what about Pomeranians, Christina? Do your Poms do that? Do they do that? Or I know they're smart, but do they, are they protective and whatever? Yeah, I like that. That's funny. Christina says, my lab mix sheds like a dead Christmas tree. Yeah, I understand. I understand completely on that. Richard Sefkin, yeah, okay. And then we just found that on my iPad, the Discord download goes back to wanting an old email login at extended. Okay, well, I see. Okay. Not at all. I go, They keep their distance from people, but just bark a lot. Okay, cool. The Poms shed 2 times a year. They are not aggressive. That's cool. That's cool. I always wondered if they did. Andrew says he had a Pom that was the yappiest thing on earth that was very positive. There you go. Or possessive. Listen, look, I cannot read tonight, but when can I read actually? So very possessive. I got you. Yeah, that's I know that our dogs, whenever somebody walks across the street, Lord have mercy, it's a barking fest. They start, if you ever watched 101 Dalmatians, it's the barking chain. They started the barking chain, and that's what my dogs do on that one. Oh gosh, it was tough. Yes, it's kind of crazy. There's a lot of and then when my son he has 4 dogs or 3 dogs. He has 3 dogs, and he brings them. Oh my gosh. So if my dogs start it and then his dogs are here too, oh my gosh. We have a barking chain right here. All the links are right here. It's crazy. Richard says, I had a Rottweiler male that would only bite females. Wow. Okay. Had to be real careful when women were around. Interesting. Let's see. Ross says, yep, my Molly Pomeranian was possessive, subtly aggressive. I found out after she had passed. That's when family told me she went nuts. Wow. That's crazy. Crazy. Yeah. That's dogs are awesome though. You know, it's amazing to me how animals become part of your family. You know, you ever notice that? I mean, they really do become family members. It's just as emotional when your animal dies as it is for a family member. You know, it just is because they become such a part of your life. And the way I always said it is that, you know, I said, my wife said to me the other day, you know, she says, I think you love that dog more than you do me. And I said, well, if you wagged your tail and licked my face, you know, what can I say? So Loanne says, I had a female husky that did not like men except my sons. There you go. And then, oh yeah, they are family. So true. I just love a dog. They're truly our man's best friend. I mean, they're that unconditional love that they have, and just there's nothing like it. You could have a terrible bad day, and they'll just cuddle up with you, and just they don't care. And you can even get mad at them, and still turn around that same day. You know, it's just crazy. It's just really cool. In high school, had 2 Great Danes, 2 Siamese cats, the Afghan Hound. Mom loved dogs, and one of them. Yes, cool. There you go. There's my black lab is 13 and a half years old. Oh, wow. I dread making the decision when the time comes. My dog, I totally can appreciate what you're saying right there, because I'm going to tell you right now, we put Kelsey down and she was 17 and a half years old. She lived a long life, but toward the end, we had to put her down. I mean, she was just incontinence, just going to the bathroom wherever and whenever. Oh gosh, it was so brutal, and we hated to do it, but at the same time, it's just like, you have to. I mean, sometimes you just have to, and it's the hardest thing you have to do. Anybody else have you ever had to just put it down, not to where it died naturally? Just curious. Cool. Just got the Discord download on the iPad. Well, go crank it up and see. Go into the Let's Talk area and user to user. You'll see that I'm over there and I have it turned on. So, had a Chihuahua named Gizmo who was 17, and we had to put him down. Yeah. Yep. I know they do. When you have them that long, Richard, like that, I know with our Kelsey, because the kids were 2 maybe or 3 when we got Kelsey. So they went all the way through high school, and gosh, that's just so hard when you have a dog that long. God. And Andrew said, yes, too many years ago. Just joined. Sorry. Yeah. My golden retriever, we had to put down when he was 10 years old because of liver cancer. Yeah. God, see, that is just awful. 10 years old, dogs should live longer than that. Although they say bigger dogs don't live as long. That's why we were surprised with Kelsey, because she was like I said, a Dutch Shepherd. I think she was more of a mix or whatever, but that's just what she looked like. When you went and looked in the book and you said, oh, wow, that's Kelsey, you know, that's kind of the way it was. But yeah, that hurts. It's awful. I had this is Ross saying, I had one of my mini fox terriers live until 17-year-old. I love that. I love that they live so long, but at the same time, that last, whatever it is for you, whether it's 6 months, 3 months, whatever, I hate to see a dog live in misery, because they've been so loving their whole life, and to have them go through that, it's just so hard to deal with, I guess you could say, as a parent, because that's kind of what we are. We become their owners or whatever. Loanne says, yes, my male husky had cancer, so we had to put him down. So painful. It is. It's one of the worst things you could ever go through. I tell my baseball players that when they're having a hard day up on the pitcher's mound and stuff or whatever, I go out to the pitcher and I just say, you know what? The worst thing in the world could happen to you is a relative die, a parent, sibling, whatever. That'd be the worst. And then an animal. That's the worst thing that could ever happen to you. This on the baseball field means nothing. Get out there and have some fun. Do the best you can. You can't do it, I'll get somebody else. That's usually my line. I use that all the time. So I so agree. Richard says also a Doberman we had to put down, couldn't walk anymore. Yeah, I know. God, when they just can't take care of this. Wow, 18 years old. That's a big deal. So you really take care of those animals. Love the name Gizmo. Ross says mine was Bart and ended up with cancer too. God, so hard, isn't it? I mean, that's just so tough to go through that. God. Pets give indication of love that can't be compared to anything else, Mark says. I'm right there with you. Yeah, it's so true. It's so true. You don't even get that a lot of times from, whoever it is. You know what I'm saying? I think a mother, your mom pretty much does that. I think I know my mom does, but I know some people that have had trouble with stuff like that. But you're right. Nothing like your dog. Your dog will always be there for you. Richard says Gizmo couldn't eat or walk. Yes, I hate that suffering. Ross says, yep, your face is in the Let's Talk channel. Finally got there. There you go. See? And all you do whenever you're in Discord, when you're on a voice channel like that, you just click the Let's Talk and it puts you in there too. So we would both be in there and we could just sit there and chat. So that's kind of cool. It's kind of a neat feature that Discord has. Discord has the text chat like we do normally most of the time, what everybody's in there doing. Then it has the TTS chat, which is where you can send a message that is audible, but it's text that's audible. Then they have voice chat, obviously, the voice channels where you can sit there and chat on voice. And then it also has video with 10 of your favorite friends, but it's not anywhere in that channel there. So something to check it. Go check it out. Andrew says your dog will never throw a guilt trip on you either. That's true. That's true, Andrew. There's a certain characteristics and personalities that they don't have that are really cool. Ross says, so it asks to connect first. Yeah, it does. It will. And you might have to go through, trust me, every time, for whatever reason, every single time that I've gone through that process, it takes a couple of times and you have to restart. You have to like I had to turn my default mic off, turn it back on, and then do that. So I don't know again. I wonder how I connected that time ago that I accidentally got into the chat with you, Michael and Andy. I don't know. I don't know because I wasn't on your end. I don't know. I'm not sure. Hey, be sure to give thumbs up if you're out there. I'd love to have I'd like to get the thumbs up. It's always good to get those. Let me text the wife real quick. She's already on her way. I'll beat her. Hey, Patty Broussard, how are you, young lady? Nice to see you out here. That's so cool. We're talking dogs, animals, and we're talking about just a little bit of Discord and stuff. But Ross says, yeah, you should have been sitting here on my end, and you could tell me. That's right. That's funny. Yep. Okay. I haven't heard from the wife or anything, but like I said, just wanted to come in, chat, my usual Wednesday night stuff, except really not talking tech. We got off a tangent, but I like that. I like having just a free day where you can just go and chat about whatever you want to. Sometimes that's really cool to do that. And I think that I love having you guys come along and chat with me. Does anybody, I'm just curious, I know everybody, and I think Richard mentioned it earlier, does anybody have any cats to go along with their dogs? I think it was Richard that said that. I can't remember. I'm just curious because I know we do. We actually have 3 cats, 2 dogs. I married into a cat family because we never had cats as a family. So, yeah, I hear you, Patty. I'm scared of them and I have them. No, I'm not scared anymore. Andrew says I did have several times, but not now. Gotcha. Yeah. I'm about to get a cat. This is what Ross says, that my daughter is wanting to palm off, and Grandy only wants me to have her. I got you. Okay. That's crazy. I understand that. Yeah, but I tell you, cats are cool because they take care of themselves. You know what I'm saying? There's really low maintenance on them. There really is, which is kind of nice. I will say this about traveling. If you do decide to go on vacation, like the dogs are a lot harder. The cats, you can have somebody come and feed the cats. And as long as you have a litter box that's clean and ready to go, maybe a couple of them, the cats can take care of themselves for the most part. They really can. You don't have to ask anybody to do all that part of it. Kind of mess when you get back, but it's pretty cool. Richard says we've had 2 Siamese, 1 Manx, and 2 Hinds. Wow, that's crazy. That's nice. Yeah, so you've had cats and dogs. You just had Animal Kingdom going on over there, right? Animal Farm. That's cool. No, that's good. And you have a lot of land. Were they all indoor? Every one of them indoor, or were they outdoor as well? Just curious. Oh wow, Patty. What about birds? That's interesting. Any bird people here? I had a cockatiel for 20 years. He was so amazing. He thought he was a dog, really, and had an Indian ringneck for a while. Wow. I'm not familiar with birds, so I'm not sure what an Indian ringneck is, but that sounds really cool. I've never had a bird, but my aunt and uncle had a bird and they live near us. So I was able to visit the bird. It was really kind of cool. It was kind of neat. It was not talking though. Is a parakeet? They're the ones that talk, right? Aren't they one of the ones that talk? I don't remember, but anyway, you got to go visit her. All right, Ross. Thank you for coming by. I appreciate it. Like I said, I was just in chatting. Wanted to chat with everybody before I go out of town and everything. And Richard says, yeah, indoor for the most part, except for the Manx. Okay, gotcha. Andrew says, I had 2 African gray parrots in California. Wow, that's interesting. 2 African gray parrots. The Manx like to chase the neighbor's dog around in Oregon. There you go. Pull up Marnie. Is that right? Yeah, the Indian ringneck on your YouTube. Okay. Also pull up Disco the parakeet. Disco has passed, but was the world known. Oh wow, interesting. Way too cool. Oh, African gray has been my dream for so long. There you go. And they spoke with an English accents because of your roommate. That's interesting. So they were bilingual. They had the British and regular English, right? Just kidding. I think that was the original English. But anyway, I'm just messing around. If I had a duck, I'd name him Disco. There you go. That's so cool, Andrew, Patty says. Yeah, that is kind of cool. That's neat. So were they your birds, or were they your birds, or were they your roommate's birds, or was it just a combo? It was like the house decided to buy 2 birds, or how'd that go? How did it come about that you got birds? I'm always curious about that. I mean, I guess people do go to a bird shop and go, or an animal shop and go buy birds, but that I would think more often it'd be like, hey, listen, we got this bird, and pass it along to someone else. I guess. I don't know. Yes, mine, but he was home more. I bought them at a garage sale. Wow, see, that's what I was thinking like that. Birds are fascinating. The African gray has the intelligence of a 5-year-old. Oh, wow. Oh, so it's like my 26-year-old kid. He has the same intelligence. No, I'm just kidding. Got to pick on Chipper. No, I'm just kidding. No, that's really cool. That's pretty awesome. I wonder what that means. So when you say intelligence of a 5-year-old, does that mean like it still has to wear a diaper? No, I'm just kidding. No, that it speaks that intelligence. Is that what you're referring to when you say that? I'm curious. Interesting. Don't some birds live a long time and often are passed along in estates? Yeah, that's interesting. That's a good question. Andrew says, be nice about Chipper. Okay, I will. Lingual abilities. Yeah. Okay, so the language part of it. That's really cool. That's really cool. And so they actually, so the African gray actually speaks as well. I didn't realize there's so many birds that spoke. Articulate expression. There you go. Patty says that there actually is a well-known African gray that was taught to think better than that. Wow. I can't remember his name. Yes, birds live long. You don't get one on a whim. Yeah, I hear you. Yes, they are the best talkers. Interesting. And it's, I mean, I know they say phrases and stuff like that and repeat things and stuff, but do they have conversation with you? I know that's probably stupid. It's probably a dumb thing for me to say. I've just never had a bird, and I've only seen it like on TV, so it's always like mocking somebody or repeating or whatever. So that's why I was wondering. Patty says African gray has the most human-like voice. Oh, that's really cool. That's interesting. I wonder if it can like disguise its voice, like you know what I'm saying, like throw its voice or throw it like do like the male in the house and then the female in the house and just pick up on that voice and just that'd be really cool. Be like a Rich Little of the birds. Am I showing my age? People don't know who Rich Little is. You guys all do. I'm sure you do. But anyway. Some wild birds can also talk. The crow, really? The starling? That's cool. You know this much about birds because I know nothing about it. I know my dog can't talk, but I wish sometimes she could. Because there's accidents sometimes, and I wish she could come talk to me. Andrew says they can be trained to have conversations if you teach them to say certain things. If you give them a visual signal. Oh, okay. Nice. I like that. Yes, Richard, I know you know who he is. I know. Hey, be sure to give thumbs up. I see I got a couple thumbs up just a second ago. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate it. Be sure to smash that. Smash that, I think is what Professor Nez says. Smash that button. Yeah. Now that I agree with you. Christina says my dog, the lab mix, I swear knows everything I'm saying. I have to agree with you. They know what you're saying. They just don't talk. They can't tell you what they're thinking. So Patty says, LOL. I had a great dog, Great Dane that could say mama. That's pretty cool. He had big floppy lips and that helped with his words. That's funny. Yeah, there you go. Real Estate Wizard says we smoosh the button on my channel. There you go. Smoosh. Smoosh. I like smoosh better. I know it's smush, but smoosh. That sounds better. I like that. All right, wife. Where are you? You're supposed to be done. What is up with that? Let's go to how about now? She's gonna get so pissed, and she's gonna have all these texts. She's like, God dog it, I was in work. I know I couldn't answer. I know, I'm just trying to find out. I just want to make sure before she drives all the way here, I want to make sure that I have it ready for her. So when she gets here, it's nice and hot. The funniest thing dogs do is when they're sorry and they try to apologize and they give you that funny look with the tail between their legs. Yes. Yeah, not quite the same one with kids, right? It's a little different. Yeah, dogs can be bad that way. Mike says, my lab has lost most of her hearing, so I can now speak freely, car ride, walk, treat, pizza, whenever I want. Yeah. One of my favorite things to do is with my my Google Home that I have sitting over here. I can say the keywords. I'm not going to say it because it'll trigger it off, and I'll do it. Okay, Google, what does a dog say? Let's see if you can hear. I don't know if you'll be able to hear it. The dog. So it starts to bark, and then my dogs start barking, and then everybody gets going. It's kind of funny. All right. I like to do that all the time, or I'll do a cat meow, and sometimes they'll react to that too, like the cat's at the door or something. It's kind of funny. I love to do that kind of stuff. I tell you, my granddaughter, she loves that Google Home. I know they don't have one at their house. My daughter-in-law's afraid that it's listening all the time, and I guess it is because it hears when I say the keywords. But they have when she was here, we were doing all kinds of stuff. What's a whale sound like? What's all these different things. It's so cool. I love that. It's so awesome. Alexa says that she only speaks English, but she will try to learn more animal languages sometime. I like that. This one will do all kinds of sounds. I mean, it's just like, wow, I never knew that sounded like that. I wonder if it'd do some of those bird sounds, like a parrot or something like that. I wonder if it would mock the word. That's interesting. That's one thing that I absolutely love. Being bilingual in Spanish, I have set up 2 languages, English and Spanish, and I can ask it a question in Spanish and it'll answer it. I love it. Very useful. If I'm trying to, I use it back and forth to help translate. Like I'll say, how do you say such and such in Spanish? And then I'll say the sentence in Spanish and have it read it back to me so I can find out if I got the sentence right. It's awesome. I swear. And I know I've talked about this a little bit. The Pixel Buds, I have the new Pixel Buds. That translate is amazing. I just sit there and I say, translate to, I want to translate Spanish. It pulls up in the Translate app and it has Spanish and English down at the bottom. And I can sit there on the Pixel Bud and say something in Spanish and it'll come out here and talk in English. And then if I have that person, if the person that speaks Spanish is there, if they speak to me, it comes back in. Or if they have the headset on with Spanish, I can say the English sentence here and they can hear it in here, or vice versa. Really, really awesome. The best. And the translation is great, at least for Spanish. It is amazing. It is so awesome. I mean, because I did it today. I was doing it at the grocery store. I was just out shopping and stuff, and I had my Pixel Buds in, so I was just doing it for the fun of it, just while I was on the way to the grocery store. And it was spot on. Everything that I said, I would look around and try it. Hey, what's up? Modern Day Tech. How are you, sir? Eric, how are you? I believe that's Eric. Yeah. Yeah, you're right, Patty. That's amazing. Wow, the tech these days. Cool, but scary. You're right. It is kind of scary, but I'm going to tell you what. It's very useful. I mean, it's so at work, being bilingual, it helps, but for the other guys, I was telling one of our foremen, I said, you should get it because he's around Spanish people all the time in construction business. So let's see. Mike says, which phone does the translation to the earbuds? It's the Pixel Buds, the Pixel Bud earbuds, and then Android. Any Android past Android Pi, I think. Android P. No, it might be O as well. O, I think, is when it came out. But it's super fantastic. It really is really good. Nothing can hold its own to it because it's the best for helping you if you have a situation where you have to translate something and do something. Yeah, I think you're right. It might be on O. It might be on Oreo. Yeah. But yeah, the Pixel Buds are incredible. The only thing I don't like about them, I don't like the way they fit or sit in your ear. I just don't like those. That's the only thing I don't like about it. Seriously. I love that it has a lot of people don't like that it has the wire or whatever, or the string attached to the 2 earbuds. But if let's say I'm jogging or something and I have that on or walking or chewing gum and one of them falls out, I don't lose it. It's attached to this one, so I can grab it real quick and put it back in. I just don't like the way it fits in my ears. I don't like that at all and cannot get used to it, but it is what it is. Going on a bus trip with a bunch of baseball players tomorrow for about 4 hours, so I'll have those suckers in. Anybody that's live tomorrow, get on live and I'll listen to you. Yeah, it'd be crazy. Folks, the wife's getting ready to come home. I'm going to start wrapping it up. She's on her way home, so I want to finish dinner for her. Wanted to take some time out. Like I said, had a baseball thing, thought it was scheduled today. It's not. We're not leaving till tomorrow. So I came on, wanted to do something live because I usually do something on Wednesdays. Thank you so much, everybody that came, showed up, thumbs up, all that kind of stuff. I really do appreciate all of that. You guys are awesome. I'll see you probably next week sometime. Thank you, Patty. I appreciate it. Fun. It was a fun conversation. Good evening, your real estate whisperer, Christina. There you go. Good to see you tonight, Michael. You too, Andrew, for sure. Probably chat with you later if I'm on in the community. Y'all be good. Thank you so much. Y'all can chat in here for a while or whatever if you want to. I don't know how long that stays on afterward, but when I shut down. But oh, absolutely. My pleasure sharing time. Thank you for the safe travel. I appreciate that. We should have a good time. I think it'll be a good time. It's always good with the youth of America trying to make them better men in the best ways possible. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for stopping by. Come by anytime I'm live. I love it. It's awesome to see you guys. See you, Loanne. Take care. Appreciate you. Appreciate you guys. And I'm going to end stream now. Boom. Let's see. End.